suspension.
Yeah, I like that we're getting our notes from this guy, by the way, in terms of who we need to ban. Like, that's what I mean. It's like it's so obvious. It's so obvious, dude. It's so obvious how motivated this like, it is not. These are not people who give a fuck about Angie content. Like, didn't this guy literally used to have like a straight up program?
Ladies and gentlemen, this week on That BS is actually something that happened last week. And I didn't mention it in full detail, but I did bring it up slightly because I wanted to see how all the players involved would react. Because when you see online activists, and as you know, we don't like online activists on this channel, you see them try to be the face of any Good Samaritan operation, yet every single time they screw it up because they're more worried about engagement on social media than actually fixing or talking about issues or providing any form of a solution that would actually be beneficial to any of these groups that they claim to care about. And on today's episode, of course, it's everything regarding Palestine, Gaza, and all the things alike, because maybe I'm controversial, but I think the easiest thing to do is to say, hey, I want to raise a bunch of money to help out as many people as I can in regards to this conflict. I want to make sure that people know that this is going on and we should be doing something about it. We all have time. We have all energy. If you can donate just a little bit, that would be enough. Oh God. How easy was that? And it only took me about maybe 8 seconds. But you have these Twitch political people who want to go above and beyond to try, but they are stepping on the line of being completely anti-Semitic to an entire lineage of people who are Jewish that play no part in this shit whatsoever. And you could imagine that it didn't really work out for any of them because they've been getting criticized by this guy for about 2 weeks straight and they don't know how to handle it. They think it's a personal attack. They start talking about how they're small content creators and how dare you punch down on them because they're pussies who like doing shit but never like when it's done to them, which brings me to this creature who committed, I would argue, the greatest cardinal sin that you could commit when it comes to speaking your mind online, and that's disrespecting the U.S. military.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. The ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. I'm like a Tom. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted. The U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But, like, any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh, my God, I want my fucking Camaro. No student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
Now, Fatty can sit here and create some blanket statement saying, oh, I was only speaking about this subsection of the issue, and this is what I meant, and people are trying to take me out of context and blah, 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 blah. No, sweetheart. You said that with your full 3 boobs. You need to stand on that. And when people come to criticize you, you should be able to stand there and take the criticism because you disrespected millions of people who are fighting for your right to sit your slobbery ass in a chair to say, I hate you all, which brings me to the cohort, this dumbass, because you know what? I've never served. I am one of the people who proudly says I shall serve crack before I serve this country. And this person openly disrespected someone telling a story of their family member having to deal with what I believe a lot of active or veterans have to deal with given the circumstances, which is PTSD.
Having to relearn how to adapt into modern society, because that's what they do, guys. That's what they don't tell you.
Inventing a guy to feel sorry
for. Have to readjust into society after being, my dad's deployed 17 times. My dad has served for over 40 years in the military. All my family has served, and seeing my brothers before the war and after the war, they became different people. My dad also has PTSD, and it's very awful to fucking see, and seeing him have to understand, like, what is okay and what's not okay to do. And, you know, society just says, oh, well, you're not at war anymore. Just get over it. And then they come over and They have to relearn that they're safe now. They have to relearn that they're fucking safe.
What do you
Because
mean your
that's
dad had to
the
relearn
feeling
what
that
was
you
okay
don't
and what was
feel
not
the entire
okay?
time you're at war. Is
What
you
does that
don't
mean?
get to feel safe. Every second you have to take as a blessing, because at any time a mortar can drop next to you, near you, your friends are dead. My dad was in the bathroom stall. Okay, he was in the bathroom with one of his best friends, brushing his teeth. One second he's brushing his teeth.
In the stall?
The next second, he doesn't know where he is. He can't hear, he can't see, and his friend is gone, as well as the majority of the flesh on his legs, as well as the entirety of his ear, gone. Have you seen my dad? He's pretty much half robot at this point, in case you guys don't know. He's pretty much half fucking robot. Because a mortar hit the bathroom where he was brushing his teeth and killed one of his best friends.
Okay.
And to see some fat bitch go live on the internet and say, I hope they get PTSD. What a horrible fucking thing to say. And now, it would be great if she ever does show true remorse and say, I apologize. That was a moment of ignorance.
She literally apologized.
Stupid for me to say. Would be great. But instead, all I've seen is her doubling down. And
She
saying, no,
apologized.
you're misunderstanding me. What a joke.
Dude, these people are such fucking liars,
joke.
dude. These people are
It's
such
a fucking
disingenuous
joke.
liars.
It's an absolute fucking joke. Like, when you fuck up, show remorse and apologize. But I hate these fucking people who shit talk America, who shit talk the uncomfortable things we have to do to maintain a society like this, and then still actively...
No, Denims, I think he's right. I now think it's Frogan's fault the soldiers have PTSD.
If you disagree with the country so much, then fucking move. There's probably
What does
a reason
moving
why you
do?
don't do that.
What does moving do?
So fucking stupid.
Riddle me this. What does moving do?
It's a strong take, and I don't agree.
And here's the reason.
Move where?
Call her fat. Because there's no point in trying to reason with this person. This is a product of repeat behavior. It's happened for years. It's repeat behavior, and it keeps fucking happening. There's no reasoning with this person. So just make fun of them and ignore them. That's it. Because you're not going to change their mind. And if they apologize, it's most likely because they actually got fucking caught. But
not your buddy
maybe there is an
Asmongold.
apology out there
Your buddy
for someone that I
Asmongold,
haven't
he
seen.
meant
You're
it.
more than welcome to link it if that did happen. I have not seen anything like that, but that's just me.
Let's see what his chat does.
to say that, but at the same time, that's still within the confines of people will say it's like whatever, because nobody will say pity whatever. But then saying that you
US
wish
military?
bad on somebody is that's
Oh, that's fucking hilarious, dude.
Now, ugly woman who clearly doesn't understand that she doesn't have a full grasp of what it means to be any ethnicity on the planet, because clearly she's trying to cosplay as an Indian Mexican. You are an active fucking disservice to what it means to show respect and reverence. And what's so weird about these two dumb bitches and the rest of the dumb bitches who then got banned off Twitch is that, and it's only for 30 days, so they really only got suspended, is that you are all comfortable throwing rocks and trying to hide your hands. But the problem is, cameras saw you. You were streaming. People see you being openly disrespectful, and your dumbass audience will sit there and say, she said nothing of the sort, and how dare you do that, and how dare you sit there and think that that's the same thing to do. Don't do that. But when the consequences of being punished and people online criticizing you come and beat you at the door, all of a sudden, this rock wasn't in my hands. It just got there, and it hurt me, and I threw it, and it just so happened to hit this. You actively disrespected people, and now when it comes to people wanting to care about anything you care about, they're gonna laugh you out of the fucking building. Speaking of which, Hassan.
How can we expect you to deviate from the direction of that administration compared to your own? How can we differentiate your policy and your beliefs from that of Biden's?
Okay, this
That's a
was
great
a
question,
surprise.
thank you.
I would not have thought like
Well,
a
first of
UPenn
all,
young black
my
woman would
administration
be
will not
asking
be
such a
continuation of
conservative
the Biden
question.
administration. I
Like
bring
demographically
to
speaking, this is like
this role my own ideas.
I don't know if it's
and my own
conservative, like-
experience. I
Oh,
represent
we'll
a
see.
new generation of leadership on a number of issues and believe that we have to actually take new approaches. For example, what we talked about in terms of housing.
I thought she would talk about
my
Gaza. I thought the
experience
question would be
that
about Gaza.
leads
He is somebody who I fucking despise because he reeks of everything that I hate about people online. You say something with your full chest, yet you don't follow the rules that you want to set. You want to talk about everybody being equal when you living better than everybody, I think, online. You want to talk about how we need to all be fair and balanced, yet you don't give a fuck when somebody gets robbed out of their store property.
That he was just doing his job, going about his day, and his business got ransacked there. But from where we are here, you know, it does that the officers are heading back. You know, in terms
Do you
of
see what
just
they're doing?
being able to disperse this crowd that they were able to do. You know, we did a story a couple weeks ago about how they were able to go after scooters by kind of circumventing them in that sense. And from my perspective, that's
I fucking despise local media, dude. There you go. There is no better representation of how dog water local media is and how much they exacerbate like narratives that you see on Fox News. What role they play in the boomer reactionary pipeline. Local media talking about $3 worth of fucking Doritos. Like, you know, there was a bank run or some shit.
Because it doesn't affect you. You like sitting there in your comfortable chair talking all that shit. Yet, when the criticism comes to you, you somehow want to act like the victim who's getting persecuted because how dare any of you chastise me for interviewing and platforming a terrorist and showing terrorist propaganda? How dare you criticize me in such a short
Or this, you know, colonial extraction. And instead, you are just an Islamist fundamentalist who would love to redefine America and make American governance look like Hezbollah. Okay? There is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. All I can do is just take it. Just like all Capri Sun Poppy and Frogan and everyone else that's getting banned in this mass ban wave, that all they can do is take it. And it is like gross and unhinged and completely untrue. And I don't know what to say. Their goal is for you to stop talking about Israel's actions under the guise of fighting anti-Semitism. Twitch is playing along because they're an American corporation after all. Yeah. ADL is directly talking about Frogan. It's fucking insane.
Might I add, just for brevity's sake, that this dude, finding out that all his little friends got banned, decided, you know what? All the issues in Palestine, those dead Palestinian kids, anybody going through hurricane relief? No. You don't matter. What matters is that we start a fundraiser for all my friends so that they can get money while they are suspended for 30 days because, not being able to get a $5 gifted sub means more than all these people suffering through conflict right now. The reason I hate these people, the reason why I despise every time they open their fucking mouth is because it's nothing but a hypocritical step after hypocritical step. It's people who want to pretend like they have the ideas. They want to pretend like they're the ones who could save everybody, but they're the most belligerent assholes on the face of the planet. And the reason it's easy to catch them is because when you give them the same energy that they give everybody else, all of a sudden it's no, it wasn't me. And that's why you fucking people got banned. And I wish it was permanent, but fuck, y'all gonna be back in 30 days and the lesson won't be learned. You're gonna come back on these platforms, you're gonna spew more hate, and you're gonna get criticized, and then you're gonna act as if it's a bunch of incel, red-pilled, whatever insert word here that's chastising you. No, and to this fat fuck right here, let me tell you something, motherfucker, and this is just me speaking off the cuff, even though that's what I do on a Monday through Saturday basis. Subscribe to the channel. I I have friends in the military. I have people serving this country. I have people dedicating their lives so that fat fucks like you could sit there and just eat your life away, because clearly that's what you're fond of. And I don't really take kindly to that. And so to you, I just want to say poignantly that you and the other one and any other motherfucker who has a certain level of degree to want to not wish well on people who are serving in the military, fuck you. And maybe I'm cynical, but other people will see something like that and they'll say, fuck the causes that you care about, no matter what they are. Because once you poke a bear, you can't start crying when the bear bites your neck off. A lot of people have things that they care about. And when you want to be somebody who's entirely basing it all on just attacking other people, calling them buzzwords and all this shit, and then when you want help from arguably those same people, because your community is going to support you anyway, but you would want other people to come in and support you, and then they find out you are disrespectful, they're going to say fuck you and everything you hold dear. And that's not anybody's fault but your own. But anyway, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you agree with all these idiots and how they operate, or if you are someone who is not that damn slow. And I will see you all in the next one. Mwah. Goodbye.